What's up, guys? I'm Caden with Crypto Now or Never, and today I'm back with a must-see turbo update. If you enjoy this content, please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. Help me pump that algorithm. I'd greatly appreciate it. None of this is financial advice. Let's get into it.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want.
All right, so if you guys haven't seen the news, 1 hour ago, US inflation rises to 3%, higher than expectations. And a lot of people would assume this is the reason we sold off a little bit. But I'm telling you right now, this market just keeps getting more and more fascinating. There is so much bullish news out there right now, but there's also these little bearish events that just keep happening. And if you look at price action, we're just continuing to bleed and bleed and bleed. What's interesting is if you look at Bitcoin on the daily time frame, the cup and handle that I've been telling you guys about is still intact. Even after the news we just received, it's still intact. This is the cup and this is the handle. And I've been saying as long as we don't lose the trend line, I'll be bullish. But I want to show you guys a different perspective right now. So if you actually invert the chart, look at this. So if we were looking at this from an inverted version, I would say, okay, we lost the trend line and now we have bearishly retested it like 5 or 6 different times. Now I inverted the chart and it didn't invert the stochastics, but if it did invert the stochastics, they would be extremely overbought right now. So we'd be looking at a potential rising wedge with overbought stochastics and bearishly retesting the trend line. I would be telling you guys right now that the chart looks absolutely terrible. So now when you invert the chart again, this is exactly why I'm bullish. We're literally flagging out above the trend line. And this is Bitcoin on the daily time frame. But to me, what is even more important right now is Ethereum on the weekly. This is why I genuinely do not understand why people are panicking. So for the first time since September of 2024, the stochastics are officially extremely oversold again. All right, let's look at Ethereum's history of extremely oversold stochastics. All right, they're extremely oversold right here. What happened? A massive explosion. Extremely oversold right here. What happened? Another massive explosion. Extremely oversold right here. Massive explosion. Extremely oversold. Strong pump, not a massive explosion, but we were starting a downtrend. Still a nice breakout though. Extremely oversold right here. Nice breakout. Extremely oversold right here. Nice breakout. Extremely oversold right here. Massive explosion. Extremely oversold right here. Nice breakout. Extremely oversold right here. Another massive explosion. Again, we are now extremely oversold. What exactly do you think is going to happen? What has happened pretty much every single time? I know I've been stressing this constantly, and I know a lot of you guys are failing to see the bigger picture because I see comments about it all the time. There's so much panic in the market right now, especially around meme coins. But you have to understand a lot of these coins are ERC20s. They are reliant on Ethereum performing well. And because we have extremely oversold stochastics right now, this is a big reason I'm expecting to get a bounce. Now, is it guaranteed we get a bounce? No, it's not. But just go back and look through the history of Ethereum. What's happened every single time. Now, I do want to point this out, though. Just understand sometimes it does take a little bit longer to play out. If you look at the times that we've bottomed, sometimes it takes another 2 or 3 weeks to actually get the bounce. So if we drop a little bit further next week or 2 weeks from now, don't just be like, oh, but Caden said we were going to bounce. As you can see, sometimes it ranges down here for a little bit before it actually breaks out. But honestly, I wouldn't be shocked if we were flying by mid-March. Now, if we look at the overall crypto market right now, you can see that a lot of projects are still bleeding. And if we look at meme coins in particular, most of them are bleeding. And most meme coins are bleeding also because Solana and ETH are bleeding. Like if you look at Pepe, for example, it's down 8.5% in the last week. It's back under a $4 billion market cap. And if we scroll down, you can see that Turbo is currently the 182nd largest crypto, and it's down 17.9% in the last week. Now, if we actually look at the Turbo chart, what's interesting is that it's retesting the same levels as pretty much every single other project. You can see that we are retesting these previous August lows. If you look at a chart like Pepe, where is it retesting? Pretty much the previous August lows. Pepe didn't fall down quite as low, but it's also a much larger project. So naturally, you would expect Pepe to potentially hold a little bit better. But I'm telling you right now, do not think for a second that Turbo is the only project that's bleeding. I understand a $234 million market cap does not look great. It feels like it's given up pretty much all of its previous gains. But the reality is that is 99% of projects right now. And obviously this is not financial advice, but if you guys do believe in Turbo long term, then this could be a great time to dollar cost average in. We are at a support level that has held many different times in the past. And as we just went over with Ethereum, if Ethereum does get a breakout, what do you think is going to happen to most ERC20s? At least the quality projects. Most of them are probably going to follow. And if you look at the Turbo X account, not a whole lot has changed. They're up to 108,000 followers. And as I say in all of my Turbo videos, they still post on here every single day. And they get posted by larger accounts, which brings even more and more attention. So honestly, there's not a whole lot that I need to say about Turbo right now. Many of you guys still believe in this project. I still think it's a great project. The reality is you have to see the bigger picture for overall market conditions. In my humble opinion, there are absolutely better days ahead. I look at the extremely oversold stochastics on Ethereum and it makes me very bullish. But anyways, if you guys are interested in getting into projects super early and joining a like-minded community, then I also recommend taking a look at my Discord. We're here during the pumps, we're here during the dumps, we're here for everything. And as a lot of you guys know, we've been making massive gains in here. My Discord's 1 year old and we've already called 6 different 200x projects as a community. Just to put that in perspective, a $1,000 investment could have turned into over $200,000. So if this stuff sounds interesting to you guys, I have the link right here on my YouTube homepage. But as always, I want to be crystal clear. Every single one of these projects that I cover come with extremely high risk. Make sure you always do your own research. But that's about all. Let me know down in the comments whether or not you guys are panicking about the market. If you found this content valuable, please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your day.